Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Unit 3 of our course on the United States federal government. At this point, you've already explored the foundations of our political system in Unit 1 and examined the protections of civil liberties and civil rights in Unit 2. Now in Unit 3, we shift our focus to how the people interact with government through politics and participation. This is the part of the course where the abstract structures we've been talking about become active and alive through citizen involvement, elections, parties, and interest groups. In this unit, we'll begin by taking a closer look at public opinion. You'll learn how opinions are formed, how they're measured, and why they matter. We'll talk about factors like political socialization, how family, education, media, and life experiences shape what we believe. Understanding public opinion is key because it influences everything from policy decisions to election outcomes. However, we'll also question whether leaders should always follow public opinion or if there are times when they should lead despite what polls say. Next, we'll explore the role of the media in American politics. In today's digital world, media is everywhere, shaping how we perceive issues, candidates, and even facts themselves. We'll discuss the evolution of media from newspapers to social media and how this evolution affects the spread of information, misinformation, and political polarization. You'll also consider the power of media as both a watchdog and as a potential source of bias. From there, we move to political parties, their history, their roles, and their influence. You'll learn about the development of the two-party system, why third parties have struggled to gain traction, and how party polarization has shaped modern politics. Parties are more than just labels. They're organizations that mobilize voters, frame policy debates, and compete for control of government. As you work through this section, think about where you see yourself, or if you see yourself at all, within this partisan structure. Another key component of this unit is elections and voting behavior. We'll study how elections work, from the primaries to the general election, and how campaigns use strategies to persuade and mobilize voters. We'll also examine voter turnout, including why so many Americans choose not to vote and what factors influence participation. Here, the focus is on you as a citizen, your role in shaping the government through the ballot box. Lastly, we'll cover interest groups and political movements. These are organizations that advocate for specific issues or causes, often influencing policy behind the scenes. While they can be powerful voices for representation, they also raise questions about fairness, access, and whose interests truly get served. By the end of Unit 3, you will have a better understanding of the dynamic relationship between citizens, organizations, and the government. You'll see how ideas become movements, how movements become policies, and how participation, or lack of it, can change the direction of a nation. As you move through this unit, I encourage you to think about your own political engagement. What shapes your opinions? Where do you get your information? Do you feel that your voice matters in the political process? These are essential questions because democracy only works when the people who live under it take an active role. Unit 3 is about participation, influence, and power, not just in theory, but in practice. This is where you connect what you've learned to real-world politics, the kind that affects you, your community, and your country. So get ready to dive in. There's a lot to unpack here, and I am looking forward to hearing how you engage with these topics. Let's begin Unit 3 together and see how the American people shape their government.